Akabaka.
Eka-beka. Chapter 2. The King in the Yellow approaches. In a world terrorized by slavering shadows and tentacled nightmares, something as innocent as an additional star in the night sky may be the most prophetic premonition of doom. For whatever the lurid golden light of the planet Carcosa shines, the long wicked shadow of the King in Yellow is cast. Behind that mask lies echoes of decadence and disorder, masquerades of limitless cruelty and hideous laughter in equal part. And of all the poor devils seduced by the lavish promises of the God King's court, the favored victims of the King's sadistic amusement are followers belonging to other deities. Huh? What? Where, huh? Did I zone out? What was I doing? Damn, I'm having one hell of a brain fart. I can't remember for the life of me what I'm supposed to be doing. Everything feels so hazy. Was I going to work? I'm standing outside after all. Yeah, that's gotta be it. The sun is setting, so it's probably around 7 p.m., which means I'm gonna go be crazy late. Fantastic. That's the beauty of working nights. I can't use the excuse that I overslept. Yeah, boss, I slept all day, sun up to sundown. That's why I'm 6 hours early for my shift. Huh. Those sound like the church's noontime bells. It's high noon? No way. They must be doing something special, like an evening service or something. I can clearly see that it's the golden hour right before sunset. I'll just have to ask someone for the time on my way to work. If it's not too late and I really hoof it, I'll just get chewed out instead of fired. I'll still have to deal with with being sweaty, but I'll figure that out when I get there. Oh, someone's coming home. Perfect. Fingers crossed that I'm not absolutely screwed. Hey man, sorry to bother you. You wouldn't happen to have the time on you, would you? Hello? Hey, hey? Is this guy ignoring me? Normally I'd say whatever and walk away, but he's unfortunately standing in the only stairway off this floor. The only way to exit this conversation is to shove past him. But this guy is giving me such weird vibes, I don't know what to do, or to want to go anywhere near him. The longer I look at him, this guy seems more and more suspicious. That odd posture. He's slowly swaying in an uncanny, disturbing way. The collar of his shirt looks filthy, tainted with splotches of deep browns and reds. Is he bleeding? Does he even live here? This is the top floor, and I thought I've met all my neighbors. There are only 4 apartments up here. My only choices are to go inside and call the police, or to walk past this freaky guy. I don't have time to wait around for when the cops show up, so But just as I take a step, I kick something weighty with my shoe. It's bright pink, with gold accents. A book? What's... Huh? Lynetta! But I died! The world has already ended! The shock freezes me in place, and because I was so distracted, I didn't even notice Ah! I duck inside my room, slamming the door in suspicious men's face. Fumbling with the locks in a panic, I manage to turn the deadbolt. I take a few fearful steps back in the room, clutching the book to my beating chest. I died. I definitely died when I performed the final ritual, so why am I still here? Where is here? Locked in my room, I have nowhere to run. Lynetta! Lynetta? If Lynetta was here, she could explain all this. Maybe there's something in this book that can save me. I need to hurry. Come on! Lynetta, where are you?
Lynetta, huh? Who is this Lynetta you're trying to call?
Uh-oh. This is the girl that was jealous in Chapter 1. Missy! What are you doing in my room?
I just so happened to overhear you saying, Lynetta, where are you? You sounded like you were in trouble, so I let myself in.
How'd you even get in here?
Your window was open.
What the... Huh? No, it's not. Either way, I'm on the top floor. So how'd you...
Lynetta sounds like a girl's name, right? This Lynetta is obviously the girl you stood me up for, isn't she?
Oh no. What is her deal? I knew she'd be pissed, but I slammed the door in her face. But not so much that she wouldn't notice any of the things obviously wrong here. Why doesn't she care about those freaky things stalking me outside? Or that my room is full of evil idols and ritualistic tokens? Listen, I can explain all this stuff.
Let me guess. Accursed devices used to channel eldritch magics and do the bidding of outer gods.
Actually, yeah. Well, yeah. Exactly right. Did you randomly guess that?
No, I've just been playing coy. I know exactly what you've been doing. You know what this is, don't you?
It's a book. It's a golden version of my book. The book I used to perform rituals for Lynetta. Hers looks way more ornate than mine. Considering I ended reality with mine, I can't imagine how dangerous hers must be. Wait a minute. The sky. That suspicious man outside. They all match Missy's book. Is she making all this happen? Oh god. When I expected her to do something crazy, I thought she was just gonna show up with a hatchet or something. Missy, look. I'm sorry, I just got wrapped up in something. Please, don't...
Sorry? You're sorry? Why are you acting so afraid of me? Could it be that you know what this book is capable of?
I know all too well, but I also know that these incantations take at least 5 seconds to pronounce, and that if she gets it right on the first try, so worst case, I have 5 seconds to stop her. If I dash for my ritual knife behind her, I may be able to kill her before she does something terrible to me. If I can distract her, I might be able to buy myself more time. Missy, look, I'll do whatever you want.
Anything? I can be rather demanding.
Name your price.
So bold. In that case, I have 3 commands. Number 1, you'll address me as Your Highness from now on. So when I come home, it's welcome home, Your Highness.
What do you mean come home? Are you moving in? What the fuck? When she comes home, she wants to move in, but that means... Whatever. It's not like I'm gonna have to actually follow through on these. At least one of us is about to die. As you wish, Your Highness. What else?
Number 2, you'll quit your job so you can spend every waking moment catering to me, your one and only.
Sure. Whatever. Just a little bit more until I'm sprinting range of the knife.
And number 3, you'll obey every order and whim I have, absolutely, without question. Do you agree to my terms?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. What?
Absolutely, Your Highness.
I suppose if you will do whatever I ask, then there's no need to use any of these dreadful spells on you. As a matter of fact, I believe you can help me with them. Here.
She just handed over her book without a second thought. Yellow energy pulses and crackles from the fingertips. Is she not here to hurt me?
Confused. I've liked you for a long time, and you're a capable bookkeeper. Handsome to boot. There's no reason we can't simply work together. After all, a relationship based on threats of violence and fear is no good, right?
Right. We nearly escaped with our lives just now. But something is bothering me. How did she remember that I stood her up in the reality that ended under Lynetta's awakening? And how did she get in through my window? I doubt she was able to climb several stories dressed like that, and then pass through my locked window without breaking it? There's only one possible answer. Alright, Your Highness. I'm ready to enter my lifetime of servitude to you. I just have one small request first.
Being?
Could you tell me what this is?
Huh? Your Worcestershire sauce? What about it?
Is she Lynetta? So you're an eldritch god disguised as a human?
What? How did you figure that out so suddenly?
Isn't it obvious? No human being can pronounce brown sauce.
Worcestershire. Of course not. It's an eldritch loanword. Why else would it be spelled like that? I was careless. After all this time I wasted trying to seduce you in this slovenly form.
Yep, you should have tried using your Eldritch form instead. I would have fallen in love immediately.
What?
What?
You think cosmic entities are attractive? As a human,
3D women are fine, but fourth-dimensional girls with non-Euclidean geometry are smoking hot. They've got curves that I literally get just lost in.
if I had known that you're attracted to my cosmic godhood, I would have just led with that. Allow me to properly introduce myself. I am Esther, King in Yellow, heiress to Carcosa. Charmed, I'm sure.
She's gorgeous! A bona fide Eldritch King? In my room? Oh man, all my fantasies of smooching and Eldritch horror are coming true. And Eldritch royalty to boot! The King in Yellow sounds familiar. I can't quite remember why. My memory of my other existence is kinda fuzzy. What I do remember is that her followers tend to be incredibly violent towards cultists loyal to other gods. Like Lynetta. Ah, shit. I kinda got swept up in the moment and almost forgot I already pledged fealty to a different god. This reality or not. Wait, sorry. I'm kind of already involved with another god. I'm following Lynetta.
I know, so loyal, so faithful and devoted. That's why I want you to be my follower instead. In exchange for serving me, I shall grant you anything you desire. Wealth, power, whatever that rotten witch Lynetta offered you, I can double it.
Can you make a good Kingdom Hearts 3 game or nah? She promised me a smooch.
Then I shall... What? You handed over your reality to her? For a singular smooch? Are you mad?
You heard me. So you'll match her offer then?
Suppose. If that's all you're selling the world for, then a smooch can be... arranged.
No way! You promised to double it! That's 2 smooches!
No, hold on a minute!
2 of them. On the lips.
Alright, very well. 2 smooches lip to lip. Satisfied? Usually, my followers ask for inordinate wealth, unquestionable fame and influence, or some lavish indulgence. Nobody's ever dared to ask to kiss me before, so...
She's blushing for real.
You really want to smooch me? Well, your terms are amenable. Suffice it to say, I'll expect you to perform your scenes flawlessly in exchange.
Scenes?
The prompt book I gave you contains the script for The King in Yellow.
Huh? You mean this spell book that I was so afraid of is just a damn play? This thing is just a playbook. Where are all the power invoking rituals?
Rituals? Is this some sort of peasant joke that I'm too rich to understand? No, we aren't barbaric swamp folk casting hocus pocus in a cave. We have a little class. To invoke my power, my play must be performed perfectly.
Perfectly? I don't always get these rituals, I mean, scenes, right the first time. What happens if I botch my lines or get a scene wrong?
Your performance will receive a scathing review in the Carcosan Times publication, and you'll also be killed.
Great! I'm getting those smooches, no matter what!
Break a leg, dearest.
Great. Okay, well, let's read the book. First things first. Setting, Act 1, Invitation, Setting, Exterior, in view of city. Host, click and drag the first word for the first line, slowly. Greeting strangers, fortune fellow, 'tis a party for which I bellow. I invite the king in yellow, so come all ye yellow. Okay. Alright, so I need to go outside. Click and drag the first one. It's exterior in view of city. So I need to go outside here. Okay. Now, we sing or read this, right? Greeting, stranger, fortunate fellow, 'tis a party for which I bellow. Oh, let's try it again. Greetings, stranger, fortune fellow. 'Tis a party for which I bellow. Whoa. I invite the king in yellow, so come all ye in ye tell. Wear thy mask upon you to my masquerade, until he may come to lost ye tell. Hope for us there may be still. Ew, what the fuck?
Shadows lengthen, dim streets darken. To the curfew thou must hearken. Why so loudly dost thou bark in the dim city of Yatil?
Am I fucking doing Shakespeare with an eldritch god right now?
Only much attention, quite unwholesome, you'll instill from the souls of poor Yatil. Why attract so much ill will?
Okay. That is just what I must seek. See hidden somewhere amongst the meekly. 'Tis one invitee I seek, he shall all my mistakes undo. 'Tis the king in yellow whose great wealth I shall accrue. When his shadow passes through, wealth will come to I and you.
Lo, your plans shall surely languish, and this whole town will know anguish for the king, as who may say, which shall this city indeed smite. If he comes, Yatil and you and I will know his might. All be lost within a night. What reward is worth that price?
Wearing this expensive clothing, pardon from my family's loathing. Lasting till I am decomposing, all my friends whom strife I've caused. Yes, preparing for this night, their forgiveness is the cause. They shall all be proud because I had brought the king to us. Thank you, Esther. Why, thank you! That was actually pretty fun. I haven't gotten to flex my acting chops since high school.
You're no stranger to the stage, I can tell.
Yeah, I was a theater kid. My school did Macbeth.
A virtuoso of the bard, are we? If you've performed Shakespeare, then you must be an actor of sufficient ability to survive my play. Tell me, what role were you? The leading man, I presume.
I was tree number 4.
I wasn't aware that was a role.
It's a great role. It's not.
You weren't even the leading tree?
Ha! Don't worry. I was actually Macbeth.
I thought you said you were a tree.
Acting.
Oh, you are good.
Yes, yes. Whoa! Hey, what's happening to you?
Don't fret, dearest. Something is simply passing between my planet's light and your bedroom. A cloud, perhaps. You know the proverb, wherever the golden light of Carcosa shines, the shadow of the unspeakable one is cast? It's a literal rule.
I see.
I can only be wherever the light of my planet star Carcosa shines. In other words, I can't reach you at night when you're not standing in natural light, or if anything obstructs your view of Carcosa.
That explains why Missy had a weird daytime curfew. She'd literally vanish when the sun sets. What a Cinderella-like curse. That also explains how she got in my room. My window may have been locked, but the curtains were open, allowing the light in. So she can't get into my room if I close my curtains.
Aw, I was quite enjoying my time with you. I wanted to stay a little longer. Alas, parting is such sweet sorrow. It may be some time until your sky clears. Until then, I bid you adieu.
Oh, she kissed me on the forehead. Well, looks like I have a hell of a choice to make. Lynetta hasn't been summoned yet, and Esther is stuck outside for the moment, so I have a moment to collect my thoughts. Between Lynetta and Esther, who do I want to smooch? Or maybe more accurately, who am I more afraid of? Do I stay with Lynetta, or do I follow Esther this time around? She is offering twice as many smooches after all. I need to make my choice. If I want to stay with Lynetta, then I should focus on casting spells from her book. If I want to smooch Esther, then I should open my window again when the clouds clear and use Esther's book. If I try going for both, well, walking down the middle of the road is bound to get me run over. As long as they aren't both in the room at the same time, I should be safe, right? Oh man, what am I gonna do? Either way, I need to talk to Lynetta. She might be an avatar of world-ending calamity, but she might be able to help me get my head straight. Speaking of my head, why does my forehead feel kind of sticky? Yuck. Alright, chat. Do we go for both? Do we go for one? What do we do here? What's the play? I ask you as I drink some water. $4K no less dose. I don't know if we have the clout to bag 2 world-ending demons. Listen, I'm not saying that I'm handsome, chat, but I could work too. See, the problem with dating 2 people is the amount of work. You know what I'm saying? You gotta focus on both. One person's enough. Humans are a lot of work, bro. I think I prefer the acting lady. You know what I'm saying? How do I switch books? Perform the calling ritual. Oh, it's gonna make me force... Oh, it's forcing me to call her. Okay, well, let's go inside then, I guess. I guess we don't have an option. Illusion of choice. Just say you're ethically non-monogamous, but neither of them know it. Oh my god. Yo, man, credit to people that can make poly work. Poly weirds me out. Ensure all possible light has been snuffed from the room. In your room, this means draw your curtains, turn off the... Okay. Let's turn that off. Let's turn that off. Let's go look over here. Close the curtain. Beautiful. Let's see. In the dark, light red fire candles. Yep. So those are now red. Find and put on your ritual necklace. When all is complete, chant this. Put on the necklace. And now we chant. Mortal, for what purpose have you?
Darling, it's you!
Hey, Lynetta! It's nice to see her, despite everything I've been through so far. Sure, she may have entered the reality I was from, but she never lied or deceived me in any way. She told me up front what would happen, and I did it willingly. That said, I'm really glad you're here, but... Can you tell me what happened to me? To that world we dated in?
That reality fell to me. Nothing there exists anymore. Like a dream that ends.
Just as I thought. Only... Then why am I still here? Why did I survive when the rest of that reality didn't?
Oh, darling, don't make me say it. It's embarrassing. You're still here because
I'm what?
I'm still dreaming about you.
Oh, she likes us.
Everything in existence is being dreamed about by at least one eldritch god. So as long as you're on my mind, you'll exist somewhere.
That's actually kind of sweet, in a terrifying cosmic way. What would happen if every god stopped dreaming at the same time? What if you woke up all at once?
Everything, including all of the gods, would cease to be.
And that can just happen at any time?
Nah, don't worry. There's about 50 of us total, so the chances of all of us being awake at the same time are low.
Well, there's only like 50 of you in all. She probably knows Esther very closely.
Mm-hmm. Kind of a big family, huh?
Family? Do you know Esther?
Esther. Darling, I thought I told you not to mention other women while we're together. Especially not my sister.
Oh, shit! Sister?
Ugh, I can't stand that prissy little boyfriend stealing.
Don't you have a great relationship with her?
Absolutely not. We've been fighting over planets and followers for eons. It wouldn't be a stretch to call us nemesis.
Huh. Thanksgiving dinner must be really awkward.
Darling, what's that on your forehead?
What's what?
It looks like a lipstick mark. That's not from another god, is it, darling? Because if it is, well, you die here.
No way! Did Esther leave a kiss mark on my face when she kissed me? I should have checked the mirror before I summoned Lynetta. It's
what?
Come on, man, just bullshit it.
Say something.
It's, ritual paint.
Ritual paint?
Yeah! It's one of the steps needed for your rituals.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Which ritual?
Uh-oh. It's A secret.
I'm going to pretend that this lipstick mark came from a human girlfriend, so that I can spare you. But from now on, if you contact another god, I swear I'll stop being so sweet. Okay?
You wouldn't care if I had a human girlfriend?
Of course not. Why would I care about that? When it's a race against other gods to amass as many followers as possible, expecting your followers to be celibate is a bad move. For Grammy Roxanne, it's actually a requirement that you start a big family, or you get excommunicated from her following.
Oh. Grandma Roxanne?
Oh, I'm sure you've heard of her. She's got the most followers out of any of us. She's the black goat of the woods? Or the mother goddess of fertility?
A fertility goddess, you say?
Funny ideas, mister. There's no telling what I'd do if you cheated on me with a family member.
Ugh. Esther. Looks like the clouds haven't cleared yet. I won't be able to see her right now if I wanted to. For now, I should work through Lunetta's spells again. Eldrick hand saved my ass last time. I better cast that one in case I'm unable to talk again. Sheesh. Listen to myself. What the hell is wrong with me, man? Okay. Well, let's go get the hand thing. Performance ritual is someplace where gore can be cleaned easily, like a bathroom. Wear no robes or amulets and have a ritual knife on your person. Okay, so let's put away the amulet. Let's grab the knife. Be right back! Bathroom time! Okay, first things first, let's check that. How do I get rid of this? Can I not get rid of it? Wash face. Oh, great. Oh, now I'm bleeding. Cool. Okay, let's put on the ritual knife. Great, and let's begin chanting. All right. That mouth looks more dangerous than the last one. Jesus. Shit, it's still as nerving as I remember. In this reality, this is just my hand now. Forever.
It's such a nice day outside. It's a little dry for my liking, but we could totally have a date.
Who said you can come in the bathroom while I'm here?
Why don't you open your window? Let a little light in here?
Oh, no. No! Wait!
But what? What is it?
You sure you want to do that?
What do you mean?
I mean, don't you want to shower first before you go out, like last time?
Huh? Why would you suggest that? Oh no, don't tell me. Do I still smell like the ocean?
Just a tad salty.
Heavens below. I'm so sorry, darling. I'll be right back. No peeking, but I love you.
Last time I peeked, I died. That was a close one. If she opened that window, Esther would have came. I would have been a goner. Looks like the clouds have cleared and Lunetta's out of the room. If I want to date Esther, it's go time. Otherwise, if I want to stay with Lunetta, I need to make absolutely sure that the window never opens. Ever. It's time to choose. From this point on, my actions will have consequences. Perform masquerade. Backstage in a closed room with a mirror, prepare the host for scene 2 by doing the following. Apply the masquerade mace to the host's face. Adorn the host in elegant robes. Affix a ritual knife to the host's person. When all's all complete, look in a mirror to ensure the costume is properly ready. Okay. So let's grab that. We got both of those. Elegant robes, which I have over here. Beautiful. Great. So, apply the masquerade mask, and we have the rest. So let's put away this amulet. We don't need that. Okay. Okay. Now, let's go over here. And then look in the mirror. Need a gold mask. What's wrong with this mask? How do I make it gold? Do I have another mask laying around? Oh, I see this one. Perfect. Nice. Now we look good. Alright, everything's in place. I feel all guzzied up. Even for me itself, it's pretty loud. But even so, the beauty of this whole ensemble is out of this world. If Lunetta isn't showering in here, I better meet with Esther in the other room. All I have to do is stand where the planet's light can reach me. And I already know what you're gonna say, Your Highness. Yellow is more your color than mine. But I still look pretty good, right?
You clean up well. I'm impressed. You'd be presentable before my royal court in that.
It's a pretty snug fit. The mask almost feels alive, like it's molding to fit my face perfectly.
Quite the opposite, dearest. Your face is molding to fit the mask.
I feel a twist of metal digging into my temples. It's stuck to my face somehow. Ow! It really won't come off!
I may have failed to mention that we reenact the play with deadly accuracy. From this point on in the play, your character never removes his mask. So neither shall you.
Great.
This surely shouldn't be a problem for someone who was planning to be my eternal servant. Correct?
I can't even blink anymore. My eyelids are stretched to meet the indifferent metal of the eye holes.
The mask and your face have become one. Your every pore is now gilt in gold.
This is... What do I have to wear this to? Do I have to wear this to work? When I see family? When I see Lynetta? Wait a minute. Those strange people outside. They all had masks stuck to them too. Are they past followers who became Esther's servants? Is that going to be my fate? When all is complete, look in a mirror to ensure the costume is performed properly. Okay, setting interior well lit. Okay, let's make sure this is well lit. Let's get lights on, lights on. That's open. Okay, let's begin the play. Welcome, company much cherished. May my loneliness thus perish. To this evening we shall share, which should be wasted by myself. No attendants have arrived tonight, alas, besides thyself, but I'll be beside myself when the king reveals himself.
Lay thine hands upon my bodice, for before you stands a goddess. Know this guest of goldenrod is merely the first of the night. Let us drink to your great wealth and family and life, lasting till your afterlife. I'll be yours once he arrives.
Yes! Until my schemes may flourish, we shall haunt my empty fortress. Let us dance a whirling diverse while we feed our appetites. By the morrow we shall know if the king come tonight. Midnight marks the final chime. Until that comes, there is still time.
May they graciously obeisance demonstrate a courtly patience. He declines no invitation he receives upon his court. All who live in doomed Yatil will know without report. The king arrived by your escort. A prophecy of grim import. An immaculate performance, dearest. Bravissimo.
Thank
There's
you!
only one more scene to reenact, and then this world will be mine.
I probably should have asked before we got to the final act, but this play isn't a tragedy, right?
No, it's not. The ending is actually quite hilarious.
Oh, that's actually a huge relief. What happens?
Your character is slain, and all of his wishes come true in an unexpected way.
Great.
In his ambitions of greed, influence, and fame, he dies penniless, alone, and infamous.
Wonderful. Wait, my character dies? I'm going to die? I thought you said it was a comedy!
Comedy is merely tragedy from far enough away, dearest.
True. Is she implying that she thinks my death would be funny? I get that she's an outer god, so human morals don't really apply to her, but that's gotta be cruel even for her. No way can I go through with that. Sorry, I don't want to die again.
I anticipated that you might get cold feet after learning of your character's fate. However, my wrath is terror far beyond a touch of stage fright. So, for your sake, dearest, do the fucking scene.
Okay, fair enough. Next page. Food preparation guide. Prepare the scene by doing the following. Retrieve ingredients from cold storage, light red fire candles, allow the king into the room. Okay, so that's red. We got some cold stuff. Allow the king in the room. Do not make a mistake or a hungry uninvited guest may arrive. Allow the king into the room. Where's the king? In here? Who's the king? Do I just go for it? Retrieve ingredients from cold storage. Light red fire candles. Allow the king into the room. These are red right now. She's showering still? Oh gosh, she's still showering. Okay, so let's go this way. And begin. Simply exquisite! Yes, I believe this banquet will do nicely. The room is filled with the mouth-watering aroma of perfectly seasoned meat and fresh fruit. There must be a magical component involved here because I see no less than 3 of my favorite dishes. Esther is strutting towards my bed.
Surely you don't intend to merely watch me eat, dearest.
I didn't think she was gonna let me have any. Don't mind if I do.
That's not what I meant. Instead of watching me eat this feast, you'll feed it to me.
The fuck? What? It sounded like groans of murderous anger from outside the door. Was that from the masked stalkers outside? If they've all got masks on their faces, they must be Esther's followers or even ex-partners. Then their groans were of jealousy? Makes sense. They've been locked outside all this time. I bet they would kill for a chance of spending time with Esther.
Just a moment, dearest. What is the thread count of your silken sheets? At least 1,000,
It's actually Egyptian cotton. Silk! My blankets are cotton!
Perhaps I'll just stand while you feed me instead.
Fuck you, asshole. So picky. If she's that uppity, maybe I'll start with the grapes? Something that'll feed her princess complex?
Delightful.
I'm glad.
Another.
Hey, think I could have one of these?
Dream on. My lips have already touched it. If you want an indirect kiss, you'll have to be more clever than that.
Oh, yeah? So you won't eat anything that my lips have touched either?
Of course not.
You were eyeing this cream puff, right? Would you like me to feed you a bite?
Oh, heavens below, yes. I am pleased by this new attitude of yours, dearest.
I casually take a bite out of the cream puff.
What do you think you're doing?
Mmm, delicious. It's so good. I've never had anything like it.
Let me try.
Oh, you want a bite, even though my lips have touched it?
I don't want it after all.
Well, if you don't want it, then I guess I can have some now, right?
Hey, hold on.
Mmm, it's really delicious. Nothing tastes better than food with a twist of eldritch magics. It's a shame you don't want any of it. What's it gonna be? Watch me eat your favorite dessert? Or suffer an indirect kiss?
Give me the cream.
What was that?
I order you to hand over the cream puff.
Very well, my king. I offer over the other half of the cream puff to her eager hands, but instead... I forgot I was hand-feeding her. Her lips are insanely soft against my fingers.
It really is delightful.
She's damn cute when she drops her sadistic front. I do more, but I feel those husks start staring jealous daggers into my back. They'll tear my head off if I let this go on. Shouldn't we save some of this for the play? It'll hurt the performance if we eat the entire set, won't it?
I suppose. Very well. Let us resume the play.
Retrieve ingredients from cold storage. Next page. Setting interior, no light besides an open window. Okay, so let me turn this off. Off. What about the candles? Are the candles alight? Host entering robes and a mask. We got the robes. We got the mask on. I think we're good to go. Let me turn those off. Okay. Damn the night and morrow scornful, wicked morning unremorseful. Why tonight must I be mournful for ambitions unfulfilled? After all my preparations, all the daylights I have killed, why is it us only still? Oh, why are my wishes unfulfilled?
Why so livid? It's your actions that permitted this result, truly befitted to a hunger such as thine. Though your greed is grave and tomb and crypt in which you die, it's within your grease you fry. Dearest host, the end is nigh.
Wretched guest, you've come to mock me? For bemused thou wast hawking. And so in town you stalked me to watch my schemes fall apart? Strip thy mask, apologize, and hastily depart. Leave thee gist my broken heart, leave not else in whole or part.
I wear no mask, no witness, for it was thee who hast permit this golden guest to own the dimness of the city of Yatil. Lo, for I'm the king in
What the
yellow,
fuck?
whose long shadows on Yatil, and whose shadow you're in still. Dark as death is now Yatil.
Wow. Fuh! Draw thy blade from mine, contusion. My life reaches its conclusion. Cruelty matched by your delusion that you truly are the king. Yes, you would have granted all my wishes and not forsaken me. If indeed you were the king, why would you have murdered me?
But I've granted all your wishes. I'm afraid I disagree. All alone you are with all of your remaining family. And as vision turns to darkness, you have claim to all you see. And you'll wear that mask and robe for the rest of all your life indeed. And the strong will fall to illness, haunt you till with crypt-like stillness, and none left alive to witness my ascension to Yatil. And from the catacombs shall spill the cries of innocence laid still, heard from lady and from smithy and from throne to peasant mill. Cries unprecedented in the history of Yatil. Wails unlike they'll ever be again in dark Yatil. That your invitations quill brought the king to black Yatil.
Did I win?
Thank you! Oh, thank you! You're all too kind. Listen to that applause, dearest. The euphoria of a flawless recitation.
Innumerable voices make up the cacophony of cheering outside my door. Fanatical revivery, screams of terror, and sadistic amusement all amidst thunderous applause. The king has come.
Smiles, dearest, smiles! Aren't you proud of yourself?
Why? Why did he use a stage knife? I'm really bleeding out here. My blood streams from a gaping wound in my chest. My abdomen is unseamed.
To ensure you stay in character, call it method acting, if you will. Oh, with sweet sorrow the curtain falls, and the show begins. The stage is now set for you to inscribe the yellow sign. Do this, and I will bestow upon you the smooch I promised.
You mean the smooches you promised? Plural? You said you would give me 2.
Even now, that's really all you can think about. Your world is about to be enslaved by a horror from beyond the stars. You're dying from a stab wound, and you're worried about smooches? You are an interesting human. It is a pity that you'll soon cast away your individuality for me.
Okay. Next page. Host expires, last verse kills audience, king exits, recast the role of host, begin the play anew. The yellow sign is only visible or drawable by those who have witnessed or performed the king in yellow play. Being exposed to the yellow sign after witnessing or performing the play, the king in yellow will cause a permanent, irreversible obsession with the king, her court, and Carcosia. The insane obsession persists after death. If you are content to spend your life with the king, dim all lights, leaving your window open, and light black fire candles. This will allow otherworldly images to reveal themselves. Draw the shape below without the X. Okay. Light black fire candles. Done.
Behold, the yellow sign. Become my slave, my eternal captive audience. I am entropy. Disorder. Where things are built tall, I appear to knock them down. Monuments, nations, relationships.
Some of these husks have wedding rings on their fingers.
I steal the hearts in minds of the rich or powerful to break them and litter my court with them like gold dust.
But why me, of all people? I'm broke.
Because I am the breeze of chaos that knocks down any tower that challenges the grandness of my court. Your relationship with my sister was one of those things. Before, I only pursued you because you have a great deal of clout amongst the night-going crowd and shrewd, wealthy types. You would have been an incredibly powerful servant who would have been able to draw in countless wayward souls that meet my standards. At least, until that reality ended and you undid all of my hard work. All of my followers that I had stolen from Lynetta. Gone in an instant. And I had no choice but to abandon that reality. There's nothing left to destroy if nothing exists, you see. But in this reality, I've stolen away her most powerful asset. You. Just as I've stolen every member of my entourage.
All the husk? They're bleeding from their chest onto their elegant robes. Just like me. All these people. Why?
Why? Because it's what I do.
No, I mean, why are they still here? Aren't they kind of third-wheeling our moment here? Kick them out.
Huh? Such a defiant tone. Why aren't you under the effects of the yellow sign? Were you unaffected? Did the spell fail?
I don't feel any different.
You're supposed to be obsessed with me!
Oh, I already was since I first saw you. That's why your little spell didn't work.
You can try and resist it all you want, but one way or another, you're my eternal slave from now on.
Are you proposing to me? I accept.
No, dearest, I'm not talking about marriage. What I'm talking about is catering to my every whim, anticipating my every desire, and living solely to please me.
Yeah, that just sounds like marriage. Oh, no.
No, I'm talking about a servitude where you do nothing but kiss the ground I walk on and revere me for all of time. A servitude unlike anything on Earth, where you never so much as think of anyone else.
No, we have that on Earth, and it's called marriage.
It's different.
It's not.
Is too.
How so?
It means no freedom. Forever. You are only permitted to do as I say.
Yep.
And it means preparing every single one of my meals for me, whenever I so wish.
Yeah, for sure.
And it means never being allowed to quit your servitude. You'll never be free of me so long as you live.
Until death do us part, even.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay, I'm sorry, but you're literally just describing being married. I mean, hey, if that's what you want, then I'm in. Let's get married.
Dearest.
Oh. Oh.
You shouldn't. I stole you away. I've ruined your relationship with Lynetta.
I preferred you from the beginning. I already broke up with Lynetta in the other reality, actually.
Why are you being so persistent? You can't really want to marry me that badly. You're just trying to act all smooth so I give you your second smooch.
Save it for our wedding day.
You can't be serious, right?
He was serious. The king in whites. Okay. Alright, I'm done.
Sucker for love.
We did it.
First date.
We did it. Let's go play a good game now, chat. My god. No more of that, please. No more.